Hello and welcome back to my channel. This week I am doing a that to this, turning into a siren. Very exciting. It's so trendy to do mermaid this year, especially with fashion items taking from just traditional Indian clothing. I think mermaid is just on everyone's mind currently. I actually wanted this to go out more towards the beginning of summer, but everything else that I've been posting has come before. So this video concept has just been getting bumped farther and farther back in my little reminder section on my phone. I'm forcing myself to now do the video because I don't want it to be Labor Day weekend. I need this to be summer, right? We're a siren, we're in the summertime. I was planning on just wearing my like little Skims because the reference that I have is very like traditional siren. Not Ariel siren, you know what I mean? You picking up what I'm putting down? But I don't want it to get flagged, so I have my little crochet top and it's like a little fishing net, so hopefully this video isn't flagged by any censors when I'm uploading it. This is going to be a full tutorial. Follow along if you want to. Save this for Halloween if you want to. I did put conditioner in my hair, but my hair is like eating it up. So we'll see what my hair does. It's already getting the curl back, but I tried to make it look wet. I think my plan is backfiring though. I can see it out of the corner of my eyes here. So when I think of a siren, truly what I think of is Pirates of the Caribbean 4. So that is my reference photo, specifically when they turn against the pirates and they want to eat them. That is my screenshot that I'm working with, and I'm going in with something dewy. I want to look like I'm frolicking in the ocean, so I want to look wet, I want to look dewy. So I'm going to just put on some of this Embryolisse cream all over my face, and unfortunately for this week I am not freshly bleaching my brows for you guys. I have a midweek party to go to, so I'm going to leave my bleaching to go a little bit longer than normal so I can have super fresh brows for the event. Screenshot here. This is all done with CGI, so they have like her pupil changing, her iris has changed. She has her little fangies, which I don't have any fake fangies, and then there's some like little scaling. I don't have anything that I can do the scaling with. I might over here. Back in the day, I used to glue things to my face. Fun fact. You know what? I do have something I could use. I have some old Trixie Mattel glitters that I think will come into use for this video. I think it's going to be the little guys. These little guys here. That'll be at the very end, I think. The whole point of the mermaids in the Pirates of the Caribbean, I like went through and I watched DVD behind the scenes stuff that someone has posted. I went through and watched them. The main goal for the movie was beautiful women trying to I can't say the words, YouTube won't let me. I'm now going to go in the UV light strobe cream, and this is just gonna go all over my face. I'm not really going to put it on with purpose. I want to give like beautiful radiance, and I do already have on a body oil, but I'm going to bring the UV down my neck as well so that my body can also have this like blue purple kind of shine. And then I'm just gonna do this so my hands are nice and shimmery. So this shot is when she pulls the pirate into the water because they were going to go in for a kiss, and then he opens his eyes because he hasn't been kissed yet, and then she gets mad at him that he opened his eyes. And I do think that is like the main goal of the Pirates of the Caribbean sirens. It's really beautiful, beautiful skin first. Anything to do with modeling, if you want to look like a model, if you want to feel like a model, skin first. Skin is the most important over eyeshadow, over mascara, over the lips. The skin has to be flawless. Not talking about like minimal scarring wrinkles, anything like that. I just mean like it has to be all one tone more like. So I think I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish foundation, my trusty foundation here, one of my holy grails. And I'm going to add in some of my Makeup Forever green, just like a little drop, to color correct the shade of this foundation. I'm going to use this Makeup Forever 122 brush to apply it. It's like an airbrush type of brush. So if I tap and then kind of smush it around over here to kind of get it evenly dispersed, it's just a beautiful way to apply, and you're not shoving it into your skin. That hurts my heart to show you that, but you really just want, you're not pushing it, right? So you just want it to do the work for you, and you just go in little circles all over. I have to blend this out before it sets. This Pat McGrath foundation is self-setting, so you don't want it to sit in one place for too long. You do want to keep it moving, keep it blending out, and it will give you a beautiful finish to the skin. And if you don't like the size of the 122, there is a smaller version of this. I think it's more like this size. I've wanted to get it for a while, but there hasn't been a masterclass at the Pro Loft in Toronto that I've wanted to go to, so I'm waiting to get one in my email that I'm interested in. Because the Pro Loft is where I get my Makeup Forever brushes from. I'm not too sure what's going on with the Pro Loft. I'm now going to switch to this Makeup Forever 140 to just get in my nose area, because they've closed, I think, all the locations in the United States, so I don't know what's going on, but we still have ours here in Canada, which are in Toronto and Montreal. So when they have master classes here, I'm going to be skipping concealer because we want to be naturally beautiful. So any kind of like darkness under your eye will actually help to look like a siren. What was I saying? Oh yeah, at the master classes, I've talked about it before, but there's a lot of new people who watch my videos. So the master classes in Toronto and Montreal, if you go to one, signing up to attend is free, but the cost of your ticket is in buying product. There's usually a $50 minimum. Sometimes I've seen it be $40 minimum, but it's makeup, so it's very easy to hit that price. But you can't just go to the masterclass for free and then walk out. You do have to, the price of your ticket is to buy Makeup Forever products. And I use that discount to get brushes because the Makeup Forever brushes are really, really good. The wooden handle is like stupid in my opinion because it peels and chips and frays and stuff when you wash it with water, because it's wood. It's a wooden handle, and wood and water don't mix. So I wish the handles are like different from them, but the actual bristles are stunning. They're like the softest, most comfortable synthetic brushes that I own. So I'm just gonna drag it down my neck a little, and now we have just like an even color all over the face, but we have that radiance coming through with the creams that we put down. If you were to have eyebrows, what I would do for this look is I would very softly fill in your eyebrow area, right? We're doing model makeup basically. Model makeup with a twist. Very sparsely fill in your eyebrows and then just take a spoolie and, you know, brush the hairs all around. That part I can do. So once you fill it in, you just brush it around. And that goes for sparse eyebrows, thick eyebrows, heavy brows. Like, you don't want to carve out your eyebrow area if that's the eyebrow style that you tend to do. You don't want to do that. You want to have it be very natural, fluffy. Not fluffy. You're not like slicking the hairs, but you just want it to be a clean, groomed eyebrow. But I can't really show you that step. I'm just gonna take a little more foundation to try to diffuse this area, my little friend up here. Can you see this like purple in camera? I can see it in real life. I don't know if it's coming through that in this area when my head moves, especially, you can see this like purple shift to the skin. That's what we want. We are supposed to be luring sailors into the ocean, and we are magically transformed at this point, so we do need to look a little bit scary. Are going to contour. I just have to contort my body to put these lip products away. So for the contouring, it's really not that different than what I contour like as do. So I'm going to take the Sephora contour stick. Oh my God, I hit the bottom. I'm like wondering why it's so like hard and scratchy. I hit the bottom of my contour stick. Wow. Live action. Oh no, I have to buy another one. Almost daily use. If it was daily use, this would have lasted me much less. This was 5.5 grams. So I'm going to go back in with my little tiny Makeup Forever brush, and I'm going to pick up some contour. And I'm going to start where this ear meets. This type of contour works on any face shape. What stops you, depending on your face shape, is how far down you take the contour. So right now, I have no contour on my face. My face just does that. Okay, that's my natural hollow of my cheek. But if I add contour right here, where the top of my ear is, for human anatomy, usually this area is kind of where the top of your cheekbone is. Oh my God, science. The top of your cheekbone is like here, and all that changes is the angle. So you just have to look at your face and like move your head. If you have one directional lighting, that can help you cast a shadow on your face, and then you can figure out what your angle is for your contour. And I like to connect it to my natural hollow, but today I'm going to like hyper extend the contour so we really get a cut cheek like so. And then I'm gonna go down, blend it down so that the lightest part will be high. So it's kind of like that. She has this kind of temple situation that I have. So I'm going to add my contour to my temple. I like contouring this area because it really, sculpts out the face. And this temple area is actually somewhere that people who get filler fill out because this thins as you get older. You can try contouring your temple as like pre-shower makeup, you know, if it's something that seems really scary for you. Oh, it's so pretty. And I always do my nose. She doesn't have nose contour in this, but I'm breaking the rules for myself. Just like how you can break the rules for yourself, if you choose to do this, you can do your own little tips and tricks for makeup that you like to do. And this is my hand with the contour now. And that is that contour. Now for blush, I think I want to powder with purpose first before I do blush. So I'm going to use my Rome and powder, and I'm gonna do my forehead. We didn't like prep the skin, so it's going to be matte, but as the oils come up and through, we'll get that really nice soft glow back. Being a siren is having face. Gorgeous, gorgeous face. So you can sit on a rock, lure, be alluring. For blush, I want to keep the shiny shine going. So I'm going to take Divine Rose, Pat McGrath Labs. Again, back on my hand. And I want a brush like so. Something a little bit denser, but still has a little bit of movement. patting it into the cream to pick it up. And I just want it to kind of be at the front of the face. Smell test. I've had this blush for a while. Trying to keep it towards the front for that very natural, where like rosiness would be on the skin, kind of like adding it back. So you want the blush shade to be very natural. If you're warm tone, you want it to be warm tone. If you're neutral, you want it to stay a little neutral. And if you're a true cool tone, you want to keep it on like a cool tone neutral. You don't want it to be like icy. You don't want it to be like an icy baby pink or anything. You want it to have some life. And I'm just patting it out. See how I've added back that kind of natural flush? So we do the foundation to blanket the skin, make it all one tone, and then we add this kind of dewy blush stick back to the skin to add back that kind of natural flush in a controlled way. Here's a little close up. I'm gonna just pick up a little bit of the powder and just try to get that under eye so that the creasing can stop. Now, before I finish the skin with what I'm gonna do with the glitter, I'm gonna do the eyes. The eyes, super simple. You have to look in the mirror, look at your eye shape, keep it on the more natural side. So again, depending on your skin tone, the shades are going to vary. I'm kind of like neutral leaning cool, so I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario, the Neutrals palette. But as a primer on my eyelid, a light layer of Buffed Up Multi-Sculpt by MAC. I mean, Buffed Up even as a one and done eyeshadow is really nice. Coverage over the blood vessels on your eyelid, like that's just buffed up. It is really nice as a one and done, but I want it as a little bit of a primer. These are all out of order from the palette, so I'm just gonna take this shade and kind of set that buffed up because it's a similar tone. Take a fluffy blending brush. And I'm just going to place a lighter shade to the inside so that like the center of the face can be the focal point. And I'm applying it with the blending brush so I don't apply too much at once. And then, sneaky, I'm taking this Makeup Forever 216 into that creamy white. And just an additional pop to the inner eye. Here's how the eyes look right now. Brush, and I'm just gonna clean my edge here as like an eraser. For the waterline, I'm going to take this Romand Colorgram. This is technically like an aerosol maker, but I use it on my waterline because I feel like if we're in the ocean all the time, we have that, we want a little bit of like something's not right, but you can't pinpoint it, right? So the pink waterline to kind of mimic like eye irritation, even though I wear it as fashion. This is also going to vary depending on who you are. If your eyelashes point like down, curl your eyelashes. But if you can get away with just having your eyelashes be natural, keep them natural. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm taking my Judy Doll mascara, the double-ended one, but just the little mascara wand side. And I just want to coat the lashes, and not curling it will be the most natural for you, but again, that depends on your lashes. Basically, keep everything natural. It's like a half tutorial on clean girl makeup with a twist. And don't forget the bottom lashes. I think I'm gonna go with like a little bit more shadow. I'm gonna take this kind of slightly gray shade from Makeup by Mario, and again, really softly add in depth over here. I feel like that's what I was missing. And then again, take my little eraser. For lips, I'm going to take my little super secret Taylor Gray, and I just want a little dot. Clean kind of brush, and I'm gonna run it around my lip. See how it's like contoured? I love using Taylor Gray to do this. You want it to be really light, because if you do too heavy-handed, it will be a little mustache. And I'm going to take MAC Modesty, because for me, MAC Modesty is that lip shade, but this looks too much like you're wearing lipstick. So I'm going to blend it back and forth and like work it into the lip. And see the difference now? Using a brush is just that little bit of a difference in application can completely change the texture and look of your lipstick. And it's almost like a step in makeup that has become lost, just like so. And again, if you went too crazy, use your eraser. I want to have a little bit of fun, so I'm going to grab some Acting Natural and just work it into the middle. Because again, I feel like if I'm in the ocean all the time, it's a little bit like, if you've ever been in the ocean, the salt kind of like sucks the life out of you. So I'm gonna try to mimic that kind of feeling with Acting Natural, but using the brush so that it looks kind of natural. Ooh, it's pretty. Do you guys feel the fantasy? I'm gonna give my face a quick you know what? Pat McGrath, Mother Dearest, I have the Glass 110 spray. I'm gonna give my face a quick spray. If you don't have the glass spray or any of the kind of like dupe sprays for it, go in with a classic Fix Plus just on the side of the face. Try to avoid the front and just give a quick 1-2. Okay. Should I do a second spray? It's a bit thick here. It's okay. Or should we leave it at 1? This feels very like I did it. So let me just bring my hair forward. My hair is loving the conditioner in it. So it's a little bit more crazy than I anticipated. Fix all of these baby hairs. Mermaids don't have frizz. Not mermaids, sirens. Sirens don't have frizz. Kind of slick it all down. Shiny, dewy. Ooh, okay. Marshmallow, which is this kind of like white one. And I'm going to hate myself, but I gotta open it. If I spray, let me figure this out. Let me spray a lip spoolie with Fix Plus. It does work. Can we see it? I just want it to be like a little bit if I'm coming out of the water, but now my hair is curling with all of the moisture in my hair. thumbnail. If I had little fake vampire fangs, I think that would be cute. Dewy. Do they hiss? I think they do. Should I just go grocery shopping? Just hiss at people? Not the weirdest thing to happen in Toronto. I'll also insert some natural light shots. And the rest of being a siren is all in the mentality. So if you do wear this, if you do this for Halloween or something, or if you have a mermaid party, just try to lure men. I can't put that on the internet. All in the mentality. So maybe if you do go to like a mermaid pool party or a siren party or whatever, or for Halloween, just hiss at men all night. That's all you have to do. That's good advice. I will put that on the internet. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you think other people would enjoy it, perhaps hype as well. If you liked me, thank you so much. You should consider subscribing so I can pop up in your feed more often. You can also follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Both are Claire Cuckoo as well. That's all for this week's video. I will see you in my next one. Bye.